My name is Susan Hietpas. I am the founder of Simply Amazing, and I also have another job, a full-time paying job, but Simply Amazing is my passion and the job that touches my heart. So Simply Amazing's mission is to provide art and craft supplies that inspire creativity and empower deserving children. We serve kids that are in foster care and temporary housing, as well as at-risk youth programs. We work with other foundations like the Boys and Girls Club, Harbor House, Children's Home Society, The Grove, and we provide our product, which is Simply Amazing Creative Boxes, to them. Back in 2017, my daughter Emily, who was a passionate, creative, loving, giving person, passed away. She died from a fentanyl overdose, and I wanted to continue her legacy. I wanted to create a legacy for her, actually, to help kids the way that she would have liked. I know she would have loved Simply Amazing, and it's just spawned from Emily. I mean, Emily is why I do what I do, and on the flip side, I do it to see the joy that comes and the thankfulness that comes from the other organizations doing something that they don't have the capacity for volunteers or funding to do for their kids. Emily's creativity, Emily's zest for life, her love for helping people is what Simply Amazing is all about. Being a foundation during COVID has been difficult for every foundation, every nonprofit. You know, we've struggled because the people we rely on are struggling. They're struggling financially. We're not able to get together for volunteer events, so you have to be creative in how you're going to continue your nonprofit. And we were fortunate enough, Simply Amazing has a wonderful board, and we were able to come through the pandemic, although we're still in it, with some creative ideas. We knew when COVID started that we were probably going to have some issues, but we didn't know that the issues were going to be the high desire for Simply Amazing creative boxes. Many of our partner organizations were requesting our product, our program, and we wanted to fill that need, but realized that we would run out of money if we continued at that rate. So the board came up with a wonderful idea called Summer Fun Packs. And the summer of 2020, we delivered 1,000 summer fun packs filled with creative products and projects. And the cost of those backpacks were about half of a Simply Amazing creative box. So then we went to Pap Steinmetz Foundation and applied for a grant and received funding. So this summer of 2021, we were able to deliver 2,000 summer fun packs. And so the Summer Fun Pack program and the pandemic has helped us to become financially creative. Our board has just really fallen into place and being financially proud and able to keep our budget in line. So for Simply Amazing during the pandemic, we noticed that because schools were closed and the programs that serve many of the children that we serve, they weren't able to do what they do because they weren't meeting with children. So the needs were much greater, probably and most likely because they weren't receiving what they needed from school. So there was no art program at school. There was no encouragement from their teacher. And through Simply Amazing Creative Box, they were able to receive that encouragement to be creative and have another outlet where they weren't having that outlet through going to school. Simply Amazing is growing at a rapid rate. We have touched more than 14 counties in Florida, and we're growing faster than, the need is growing faster than we can fill. And I do what I do to keep it going. Our board is a working board. Most of them work full time, and so I don't want to put additional pressure on them. to have to make deliveries. But we're finding along the way that we're able to ask people to help. It's simply amazing. Through the next 5 years, it has so many paths that it could take. We could stay here in Florida. We could become a regional organization, or we could become a nationwide organization. It all depends on the support we receive from our generous donors and from local foundations that award grants, and also our volunteer base. And until we're really sure about where that support is going to lead us is when we'll know which path to take. I would say the one thing that we could use to help us to grow would be more regional help within Florida. So maybe a South Florida representative and a North Florida representative, where boxes could be created in those locations and delivered locally to their areas. That would also help us have a format for growing regionally outside of Florida. It's important for Simply Amazing to be the same wherever it's at. You know, we want every Simply Amazing creative box when it's open to look the same, and that is important.